It takes a great race car. It takes good strategy. It takes good execution. The 11 recovers from all of that. But in the end, if the 20, how do they know with 80 to go, staying out or not staying out, how much fuel in the tank? That's what eliminated the 20 of Erik Jones from winning, is purely how much fuel he had to take on that pit stop.
Well, sometimes you have to gamble to get track position right now. And maybe that hurts you later, but you get that track position, and maybe the cautions lay the way you want, where you never give it up. And those are decisions you have to make right then and there. You've been in that. We've sat in and been told.
Yeah, ball out trying to tell me what it's supposed to do.
We've sat in the car, been told what to do, and saw what happened 100 laps later. You're the one who had to make those decisions. And you know, what I saw Sunday was that track position was king. And whatever you had to do to get track position at the right time of the race, which again may have been a gamble, may have been something that may not have worked out, but you had to try it right then and just hope you caught the caution.
Well, I don't think it was a question if you could take no tires. The question was when. I mean, they chose to even stay out. And after the race, actually, they asked Denny Hamlin's crew chief, Chris Gabehart, about taking no tires.
Was the no tire calls today, was that like a difficult decision to wrestle with, or was that a no-brainer?
Very difficult decision to wrestle with. That's what I'm going to say. But no, for our car and the performance and kind of everything we were seeing, it was very not necessarily track position oriented race, because we found a way to give that away a lot in the race, but minimum time on pit road, and for our scenario each time, it just made the most sense. Unfortunately, it worked out.
Man, it warms my heart to hear a crew chief say minimum time on pit road. I think that's what we're looking at here. If you go all the way back to Daytona 500, we relived it on Monday. Denny Hamlin did a great job, but it was pit decisions in the middle section of that race that propelled that 11 to the front of the field, and Denny held, control of the race. Much the same thing here. He didn't roll Denny under the bus for the speed, and it sounds like they might have actually had a gassing issue, maybe out of gas, and then they had the uncontrolled tire, which can be debated, but the simple fact is they continue to work together. And more importantly, the crew chief keeps taking swings, right? He wasn't out of the game. Yeah. He always had a plan. They may not always work, but I love a crew chief with a plan.
Yeah, you got to have a plan. And Denny's sitting there driving the car, knows he's got a fast race car and ready to make the moves. The one thing that I watched and thought about yesterday as I'm watching this race was, yeah, you have a newer track surface at Texas. You don't have as many lanes, but you've got a track surface that put Goodyear in a place that they still had to have a harder tire. And you always wonder, you always hear that we need tires that wear. That's what makes the competition better. Well, I didn't see that. I saw this be very compelling in that the drivers had to do their job. They had to drive hard, but they also knew that at any second, that car could get away from them. On the other side of it, crew chiefs knew that there were gambles that they could take. So I think that's what made it so compelling and put different people in different positions to try to win this race.
With this package on high grip racetracks, you're going to see better races without tire fall off. And I know that goes against everything we've always thought. But
my brain just cramped when you said it, actually.
But if you're trying to create a scenario where you can get a draft down the back straightaway or the front straightaway, you're trying to give the guy in second an advantage somewhere on the racetrack. If the tire fall off is so great, you lose so much more in the corner than you can gain back on the straightaway with the draft. That this package may not work with tire fall off. They don't go together. Yeah. And that's out of the box thinking that you're going to have if you're going to try something that's completely different than it's ever been done. And I agree with you 100%. That was part of why this race was better. It was no tire fall off. And I'm going to get bad tweets and dirty emails about that conversation, but the proof's in the pudding. We saw more lead changes. We saw a closer race. We saw all that this weekend without the tire fall off. Again, with this package. On the old package, not the case, but with this one, I think the rules have changed.
Yeah, and it lets some crew chiefs gamble a little bit with their drivers that had good cars, put them in good position for track position, and then if they get that right caution, yeah, it didn't work out for them because, as you said, they had to have that fuel and get the 2 tires, but if they got that caution, they had their track position from that point forward.
Hey, NASCAR fans, thanks for checking out the NBC Sports YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe below for the latest NASCAR news, race highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.